Just when you thought it was safe to crawl out from the bunker, you might just want to hold up, pump the brakes, turn around, and go back down. Just wanted to shoot a little update of what's going on in the world around us. Who knows where it all may go? May lead to nothing, may lead to something. But it's good to check in on things just to gauge where things are headed. Hopefully they're headed in a good direction instead of the wrong direction. We got a lot of calls for peace.
President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin wrapped up a more than 90-minute phone call where they agreed to begin to seek a limited ceasefire. That first step would include a halt on fighting on both sides, attacking on both sides of energy and infrastructure targets, which on both sides have been suffered severe damage over recent years. And then from there, the U.S. planned to extend to targets in the Black Sea as they try to rebuild economic corridors, and then finally a final complete ceasefire to that war. It is unclear yet just the extent to which the Ukrainian government is on board with that plan. They have proposed versions of that, but the devil will obviously be in the details.
Well, I guess that didn't last too long, huh? Just when we thought the war in Ukraine was slowing down, there has been a strike on a Russian gas pumping station. Of course, Russia and Ukraine are blaming one another. So just when they come to the table and try to make a peace agreement, it just keeps on going, y'all. So of course, we want peace. We want all the wars to stop around here. We don't want things to get escalated. We don't want things to further continue to dissolve. I don't know where this puts us. If it puts us back at square one and they come to the table again and try to have a peace deal put in place. In the meantime, Europe, mainly France and Britain, are talking about putting troops into the Ukraine area, and they're calling them peacekeepers. I don't see how that's going to help things. That's one of the reasons why Russia even invaded Ukraine, because of Moscow did not want Ukraine to become part of NATO. So you mean to tell me they're going to put NATO troops inside of Ukraine and that's supposed to help matters? I don't see that happening. I just see that being a big mistake. And if one thing goes wrong, it could just escalate things even further. And of course, if something happens, they'll just blame each other, just like they're blaming each other on this. So with talks of peacekeepers in Ukraine from NATO, and now there's even talk of China sending troops into Ukraine for a peacekeeping mission. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of peacekeeping troops in Ukraine. I like the sound of the war stopping. Something tells me if they do that, sending peacekeepers into Ukraine, it just could further escalate things. So we'll see where it goes. Not saying, to get bent out of shape about the whole thing, but it's just something to keep your eye on. There's a lot of things going on in the world. A lot of things going on. France has begun telling its citizens to prepare for war, that they should become preppers. There's reports out on that. So France is telling its citizens to become preppers. And I guess it's not over till the fat lady sings. That's what they say, right? Well, we don't hear nobody singing. So I guess this just keeps on going on. And it's just, we want peace. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for peace around here. We don't want this war to escalate any more than it already has. But it just seems like the powers that be want this thing to continue for whatever reasons they have. We can speculate all day, but a lot of times speculation leads to one thing: ching ching. SE.